Hello, everybody. Hope you are having a great Saturday morning, Saturday noon. Oh boy. Okay, let's just pop out the chat windows here. Yeah, I'm out of breath a little bit this morning and chasing the cats down. Okay. So. Oh boy. Been one of those weeks. Everything's just up and down and all over the place. But thank God it's Saturday, it's the weekend, and we can finally just rest and relax. So, before I get into the top 200 scary movies for the Halloween special, Hollywood. Here we go. Ooh. Where were we yesterday? Okay, yeah, I was talking about Poltergeist yesterday and how it created a video game craze. That game really sold out a lot. Ooh. So what is everybody up to doing today? Everybody fine here in the chat? Yep. Ooh. There was this one movie this week that I started watching. It was called Possession. I think it was a 1983 movie. I'm not exactly sure anymore. It was suggested by a viewer. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit confused. For one, I did fall asleep on the movie. I'm about maybe a third or a half of it in. Uh, I thought he said that the humans were being replaced by aliens. I could be mistaken. Maybe we were talking about another movie and I got confused. Because I am nowhere near there. Although, so far we are like following a couple and their behavior is not what I would consider normal. So maybe they are aliens. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm just extremely confused. Probably a little bit of all the above. Okay, so let's go and see here. We left off yesterday, we were at 140. And yeah, let's see where we end up today. At 139, The Girl with All the Gifts, 2016. And I do have to admit, it kinda, yeah. It's zombie movies is one thing, but zombie babies and zombie children is another thing. So I guess you kind of have to be disturbed a little bit there. I have not seen this movie, cannot comment on it. Here's an all-time classic that a lot of people like. At number 138, The Thing from 1982. And it was also a remake on the 1950s. So, strangely enough, back in the day, we would do remakes 30 years later. 30 years. We want, I think, what, 15 for the remake of The Matrix? Now we're doing remakes of everything. I don't know. Well, also there was an excuse to redo it back in the 80s since the original in the 50s was probably black and white. I did not see the original. So, if the original was in black and white and now 30 years later you do have colored televisions, which arrived in the 60s, so by the 80s, yeah, it's probably time to do a remake in color, especially when it's a good theme, a good story. My throat is killing me today. I feel like I've been talking too much and I have no voice. Okay, at number 137, Dead Alive from 1992. I don't remember this. It has a high score critic, but not something I remember. Ooh, strange enough, people will know this director, though. Peter Jackson, who went on to do, you know what? Yeah, Lord of the Rings. So, might be worth seeing this. I'm starting to think that maybe I need to do a zombie movie. Let's look, even The Thing with John Carpenter, all of these big names started here somehow, somewheres. It's just strange that I've never actually saw this movie, heard about it, and yeah, strange. I do have to admit, though, in 1992, I was really, really going through rough patches. New school, new area, new job, new everything. Yeah, crazy, crazy times. Okay, Freaks at number 136, a movie from 2018. Uh, Pretty good score. Don't know any of the producers or actresses or nothing, so Freaks, I don't know. From 5 years ago, it does not ring a bell. But hey, yeah, anything in the past pretty much 10 years, I would not trust with a 10-foot pole just because of my general mistrust of everything. But you never know. At 135, a movie from 1976 called The Tenant. And for some reason, I have David Tennant in my head. But no, okay. Let's do The Tenant from 1976. Okay, another controversial, very controversial thing here. I don't think we need to mention this because Roman Polanski, there's a lot of controversy surrounding him. So probably just worth skipping it for now. Because I don't know, I might actually get into trouble for mentioning stuff on YouTube now. I am confused here, but okay. At number 134, a movie from 2005 called The Descent. Oh, okay. No, this is the one that I think I saw. It's just that I don't recognize the poster from what I thought it was. Yeah, The Descent, from what I remember, if I read the synopsis here, a year after a severe emotional trauma, which I don't remember what that would have been, Sarah goes to North Carolina to spend some time exploring caves. Now, I don't know if this is the same movie that I'm thinking about, but I think there were like four girls that went down into a cave and then things go awry. It was it was intense, it was good. I mean, for people that are claustrophobic, yes. I mean, you're going into caves. So, yeah, sometimes they start off big, but sometimes they might be tight. And sometimes you might come across something that lives there. Ha 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 ha. So I had a lot of fun. Yeah, I enjoyed that movie. It stuck with me. I don't know if I would say it's one of my favorite horror movies, but I definitely liked watching it. But I probably did not watch it in 2005. That would have been almost 20 years ago. I would say I saw this like 10 years ago. 10, 12 years ago. So there, I might be thinking of another movie. Maybe this one was even actually remade. But yeah, The Descent. Okay, and now we go on to number 133. Better watch out. Okay, better watch out. I'm guessing it's something about Christmas. I could be mistaken. It's a movie from 2016. Yep, and it's somebody's being babysit around Christmas time, so better watch out. Is a horror movie, but see, that's the thing that I don't really enjoy. Like, we have these holidays. Okay, I mean, maybe you would want to make a horror movie around Valentine's Day. Because, yes, for one, it used to be a chick flick thing. I mean, you can have like a romantic comedy and slash horror thing going on. But, it's like doing a horror movie around Easter or around, I don't know, things. I just don't think that Christmas and horror Halloween movies kind of mix. It's like the opposite. People are, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. In the past 10 years, I would not go and touch this movie with a 10-foot pole, even though there's very good reviews for this movie at 90%. Like, The Descent is not even there. So, and I think The Descent was a great movie. So, See, yeah, the past 10 years, the critics are all over the place. Can't really trust anything. So let's move on to 132. An American Werewolf in London. Yeah. Uh, I remember a lot of these teenage werewolves in New York, London, and everywhere else. A lot of people liked them. I did not, but go. Let's switch it over here. Let's transition a little bit so you guys can follow it a little bit. I forgot to do that yesterday. Yesterday. I started it yesterday. I forgot to continue doing it today. So I've never seen these American werewolves. They were very, very popular in the day. There's a couple of them. There's London, New York, and probably somewhere else. But at 132, hey, Struggle Boxing, how are you doing today? Live fights. Dazen. Ooh, is it going on now? I mean, the last fights were a little bit better, but oh, they are going now. Okay, well, I still have my video going for a short while. I mean, a short while, another 5 to 10 minutes, but then okay, I could watch some boxing. I do need to relax a little bit, but there's so much that I want to do. What else have you got planned other than doing the? Yeah, I'm tired. I didn't sleep well. I did not sleep well, and yeah. This morning I wake up, I've got no voice. Even coffee is not restoring my voice. But how have you been? You were busy yesterday. I kept seeing videos and videos pop out right, left, and center. But yeah, I'll finish up a couple of horror movies here and I will head to watch some of those. Maybe some hot cocoa. I've been good. Okay. I don't have anything ready prepared for my day today. We are just heading towards 4 days of total rain. So the lighting is not great because the sun's not up, but I'll see how things go. And yeah, things are not going the way I was hoping, but they could be worse. So yeah, I might work on some videos while watching the boxing then. I've been putting off videos for a month now. I would like to do this, I would like to do that, I would like to do that, and I'm like 10, a month later and I haven't gotten around to doing them. There's like so much going on, I can't keep up. Finally got cold. Well, it's cooling down here. I was actually happier last week with the sun and the heat. But yeah, we are supposed to get some snow. Yep, snow over the weekend here. I don't think it'll start adding up, but it's still one of the earliest dates of snow for the past 30 years. So that's something I'm not happy about. Usually when you have a winter that starts off this early means a lot of snow, which means for me I need to shovel a lot. Why can't we not just have regular winters? And everybody keeps talking about this global warming thing. I still think it's we keep having record winter falls year after year where I live, so yeah, when you have to deal with snow and like I've been saying, year after year we're getting new records of snowfalls. So I don't know who's talking about this global warming thing, but it's a getting crazy. Uh, and I just have like I don't know how to say, but it's like I got cat hair in the back of my throat, and it just doesn't want to go away. Yeah, okay. So I guess I will stop here. And actually, yeah, American Werewolf was pretty popular in my days. A lot of people, a lot of friends used to watch it. Like I said, me, I don't know. I guess today's recommendation is pretty much The Descent. I mean, at 131 here, you do have Doctor Sleep, but it's a movie from 2019, so only like 4 years ago. And okay, everybody likes Ewan McGregor, but I don't know if it would make for such a good movie. And that's finished at 1:30. A movie from 1976 that everybody knows about this. The Omen. Everybody, it's been redone and sequeled and redone again. So I guess the original was good enough, and everybody, yep, wanted more of it. Yeah, it's an excess of gore, yeah. It's wrapping up the suspense, it's creating in horror classics, and it's got subjects that creep me out, but in a way that I'm not comfortable watching. I watched it. I am not necessarily a fan of it. I get why people like this as a horror movie. They're just it's like watching a film about cannibalism. Okay, yeah, zombies eat stuff, but no, I mean, regular, you go down and you have this tribe and they're cannibals and they eat other people. Some people might think, that, hey, that's a great thing to make a horror movie, but yeah, it hits too home, too close to home for me, and I don't like that kind of stuff. But The Omen, definitely a good watch. A good watch for Halloween. That and The Descent, I guess, are two of my recommendations for the day. Universal paid 400 millions for the right to make an Exorcist trilogy. Do you think that the rights are worth that much? Um, I mean, The Exorcist is one of the all-time uh I I don't know. It depends what you do with it. I mean, if you would have said, okay, is 400 million worth buying Star Wars? Well, 10, 12 years ago, I would have said, yeah, go for it. But seeing what Disney did with Star Wars, I'm like, no, you should have left it alone. So, I mean, if they're going to make a mini series out of it, if they're going to print out books, if they're going to print out videos, If they're going to print out cartoons, I mean, why not do an anime out of it? Anime is not only for kids, so it's not necessarily a thing for children. You can go into the anime world. So if you plan on exploiting it that ways, then yeah, it's worth it. So it's only for 3 movies. Don't get to make a mini series. You don't get to make a series. You do not get to do an anime. You just get 3 movies. So 400 million, that's like 133 million. Okay, so one of your movies already starts out at $133 million. Okay? Now, I just did a review about The Creator that really has some great special effects, and everything was done on an $80 million budget. So already doing an Exorcist trilogy, the first movie at 133, just for the rights. You don't have a writing team yet. You don't have nothing, no actors, no special effects. You're starting off already at twice the amount of budget that another good movie has. So, do you think it's worth it? No. 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 Movies should go all the way back down to 50 to 150 million. If you can't make a good movie with that budget, then forget about it. Forget. I mean, unless you're making another Avatar movie or another Titanic movie or whatever. Okay, once every year, once every 2 year, bring the big budget movie. Do I think that The Exorcist is one of those? I do not. Well, the first of the trilogy came out yesterday. Well, it's like I said, it might build up towards something. If they're trying to make another Marvel cinematic experience or another Star Wars cinematic experience, it's just crazy. Never ever are you going to go, and I don't think so. So, yeah, they make, you think that they'll maybe make 40 million. I'm hoping that they make 133 million. But even there, that's just for the rights to make the movie. That's not the actors. That's so I mean, okay, maybe even if you did the movie on the cheap side and did the movie for 80 million and then the rights at 130, and then the marketing, so you're up to 300, 450 million to break even. It, you know, hopefully has does 150, but I don't think it'll make 400. It needs 300 to 400 depending on the budget, so it's weird. I might have to see it for Halloween. I don't know. I'll probably watch one of the I really don't know what horror movie I want to watch on Halloween. I'll just be here in front of the screen streaming and screaming my head off, but nobody will have the sound because I don't want any copyright issues. I don't know. Really, lately Hollywood kind of rewards the most a-holes of people. I watched Ahsoka finale this week and it is just vomiting crap. It's like the dialogue is, "Hey, how's it going?" You there? Yeah, I'm there. Okay, well, I'm gonna be there too. Okay, bye-bye, go home. It's like, what? Star Wars? Really? This is it? And, I am the bounty hunter, I am the Boba Fett, I am the ultimate Jedi, I am the ultimate girl power. Can't use the Force for 5 or 9 episodes, and then in the last episode, oh, I can move ships with my mind. It just does not make sense. Yeah, and they keep rewarding because Dave Filoni is the guy that's gonna save Star Wars, and he's gonna make the ultimate movie that ties in all the series and ties in all the Ray movies, and you know, with super sucky dialogue. Hey, how's it going? And super makeup because makeup is super important in space. So yeah, I really don't know where they're going with that. So no, they keep rewarding people that do really crappy jobs. So I don't know. People do need to get fired, but as you can see with Disney, I don't think that guy's being, Bob's not being fired. He should, but he keeps just babbling bullshit. And I don't know. It's got these big corporations, these people have so much money. I mean, I'm looking at Elon Musk and okay, going to Mars and going to the moon is fun and all that. And if I would have been a millionaire, yes, we would already be there. That's my point of view. But otherwise, just pour in this money to resolve world hunger and get it done. Most was being able to shower in his office. Yeah. So, no, I think that, I don't know what's going on. But I'm hoping that, the budgets get lowered because these 300 million and 400 million to make just regular movies makes no sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. And then I see this movie like The Creator, and I mean, okay, it's not the best sci-fi ever. The original Avatar was so much better, and Alien, the original Alien was so much better. Blade Runner was better, story wise and everything else for the period that it came out. But for an $80 million movie, and it, I didn't get into it, but at some point in the movie, you could see lips moving, but it wasn't matching what was said. So I'm guessing there was a lot more cursing in the movie, but then they had to make it PG-13, so they changed what the actors were saying. So other than that, everything was like right on par with that movie. It just went fluidly, the story made sense, everything made sense. There was a beginning, a middle, an end to the story. That's how we need to do it. We just regular story. We need to get back to the basics. So 80 million is plenty. If you can make a movie like The Creator for 80 million, then yeah. Don't be buying The Exorcist's trilogy for 400 million. That's just crazy. Know how many movies you can, that's just the rights. That's no special effects. That's no actors, nothing. I mean, okay, I bought the rights to that, but now I got to make the movie with my buddies on an iPhone. Here, record because I got no money to make the movie. Okay, enough with the babble. Time to call it a wrap here. Yeah, well, maybe not. Like, look at the Lord of the Rings. Amazon bought something of it. They tried to do the Rings of Power thing. And yeah, those that own the rights are laughing all the way to the bank, but the IP has been wrecked that they are not going to be able to sell it for another 20, 30 years. Yeah. Unless Peter Jackson comes back and saves them or something similar to that. It's nobody wants to touch Star Wars now. Star Trek is getting there pretty much. So nobody wants to touch these IPs. They've been wrecked. You look at the ratings for Ahsoka, which is Dave Filoni's ace in the sleeve, and it's getting the worst reviews of all the series they put out so far. It's like on the same level as Andor, which nobody knew about, and is actually a better show than Ahsoka. But it's not getting any viewership. It's not getting any traction. It's nobody wants to have anything to do with Star Wars anymore. Yep, he got ghosted. I heard about that. They ghosted him. They say, "Oh yeah, it would be fun if you would help us out." So he says, "Okay, well, call me." And they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna call you," and they never did. So yeah, a bunch of bullshit. Man, a lot of people didn't like The Wheel of Time because it wasn't faithful for the books and it's a lot of woman power and stuff. And I watched the first season and I'm like, okay, it's just okay. I'm liking it, but not great. And then I just finished watching, the second season and I'm blown. I'm really liking the second season is actually better than the first. And it's like 1,000,000,000 times better than anything that the Rings of Power did. And it's still very controversial and stuff, but I watched the second season of it. There's a story. I don't care about all the women power. It kind of fits the story. Go with it. Go with it. Saruman looked like Eminem. That's not Saruman. That Eminem was, I think it was actually a girl playing, I think, like a bounty hunter. They're looking for Sauron. They're like the three wise mages looking for, the birth of Sauron. Kind of a thing going on that looked like Eminem. So I think it was actually a girl. I don't know exactly what was going on there. I don't know. It makes no sense to spend all of this money making these things. And we all know that other than Netflix, streaming is not making any money. So why spend record amounts of money to do these things? Yeah, well, everybody thought so too back in the day. We didn't know what to expect other than crap. Just like, strangely enough, when I watched The Wheel of Time, I was expecting crap. I was expecting the second season to be worse than the first one. I thought they were gonna double down on woke politics and forgo the story and just make it a lesbian free for all series and kind of thing. And no, they doubled down on the story and the special effects and moving from different places and getting their act together. And I really, really was amazed. Sometimes, every once in a while, something out of nowhere surprises you. But yeah, if you think that the next seasons of the Rings of Power are gonna get any better, they are not. They are definitely not gonna get better. Nope, I did not watch the She-Hulk thing. No, I don't have much time, and that was definitely well, okay, I say no. I did watch the first one where her and Bruce are fighting and getting into it. I did watch the first one. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna watch this. It was. I'm in two halls on an island getting drunk. Not a good idea. And everything about the She-Hulk is that she is so much better than the other one. But no, I, it's strange. It's like, okay, you give me, like, I don't know, 400 million to do an Exorcist movie. Okay, well, as we discovered over the past week, I'm not a really horror buff person. I don't really like horror movies. So I'm just gonna make it a romantic comedy about mice falling in love with each other, and they get possessed by the power of the ghost spirit of love. And that's gonna be my take on The Exorcist. And if you don't like it, well, you're a racist and a bigot and everything else. That's where Hollywood is at the moment. I would watch that movie day one. Yeah, it probably would be more interesting than whatever the Exorcists are doing with this movie. Yeah, I would hire a bunch of potheads and come up with a script for two mice falling in love. You know, and the way things are going, Disney is losing its rights to Mickey Mouse, so I could probably use Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse and make The Exorcist about them. You know, we need to chase the bad spirits out of Mickey Mouse so that Disney can be great again. Speaking of two mice, Disney should find a way to reboot The Rescuers. Really? 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 They are rebooting everything and they're not really doing a good job of it. And they're losing the rights to Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is going to become a public domain in a couple of months now. So for now, it still belongs to. I can't show my little thing that I did 20 years ago. Fortunately, Well, I could, but I cannot get monetization out of it probably because Disney would probably sue me over that, which is okay because I'm not currently monetized, but hmm. Yeah, you're gonna send me something in Discord? Dang, I have to get back. So many people have written to me in Discord over the night. I just don't have time for stuff anymore. uh, Microsoft AI is abusing Mickey. That's not a good thing. Although, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I rewatched Chappie. I was just missing it. And strangely enough, back in the day where I watched Chappie, I did not know that the other actors in that movie were part of a rock band that I later listened to. They had a couple of songs that I listened to. I did not know back in the day that. Yeah, they are a popular music band. I don't know if you could call it rap band from South Africa, but they were pretty popular a couple of years ago, and they made out a couple of number one hits. And strangely enough, I never put two and two together. Like I saw the movie, and 2 years later, I listened to two or their three of their videos, and I never placed them back in the movie. But rewatching it now this week, I'm like, hey, these are from that whatever band that was called. So, anyways, ooh, okay. Somebody had a noisy trailer there. Dang, I could hear that trailer. It's like somebody putting like 3 or 4 or 5 ladders, aluminum ladders, in a trailer going down the road, and you have everything bouncing. Dang, that was making a lot of noise. Hey, that's a movie for, an idea for a horror movie. I would not. Well, District 9 and Chappie kind of have this thing going on, but Elysium, because they had, what's his name, that actor in there, I, what is going on? He's just going up and down the street with that trailer that's making a bunch of noise. That company is in all the movies? Really? Okay. Yeah, yeah, Tetravol was making the robots in Chappie. Okay. I don't remember District 9, and I definitely don't remember Elysium. I think I watched Elysium while going to bed and never finished it. So yeah, I didn't enjoy or not like Elysium. I just, from what I remember, I wasn't involved in the story in the first 30 minutes of it or 45 minutes of it. Therefore, by the end of the movie, I just was not there anymore. Whereas Chappie, I like the little robot with the rabbit ears. his antennas and hmm. Well, I guess I need to wrap it up if I'm about to watch some boxing a little bit. I'll watch boxing for, I don't know. Is it any title matches today or is it just other things? Well, I guess it's time for me to find out. I will call it a wrap here on this stream. Watch a little bit of boxing, reply to all the discords. Yeah, the main is a title match. Okay, so I need to find where it is. Dan's boxing. Okay. Because sometimes I close the chat here and then, darn, I can't go back to what was said. But hopefully one day, Dan's boxing on, yeah, Dan's. I'll go and check it out, watch a little bit of that, work on my own movies, and start streaming gaming in 2 hours. But I need to get back to everybody that's written to me on Discord. So, man, yeah, you just sent the pics. I will check it out. Oh, and I also saw before going to bed last night, you finally replied to my stream. Not stream, a Steam. Like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I was trying to reach you on Steam. And then 2 days ago, you replied. So, yeah. Steam is not the best way, I guess, to communicate. it's, it's easier to just reach each other during our feeds and stuff through our YouTube channel. It's kind of funny. There's Discord for that kind of thing. So, okay, you be safe. Hopefully, we get to game a little bit later, either the Mario stuff or the Left 4 Dead, since it is, on topic for Halloween stuff. And yeah, so catch you laters, and everybody out there, have a good one.